Today we are going to talk about the almost end series of the protein folding, right? So we have completed the translation process in that series further. In the translation process, we have covered in the part 1, part 2, part 3, normal translation, translate in the part 1, translation and the basic information with the translation. Then the translation in prokaryotes in part 2 and translation in eukaryotes in part 3. Of course, with the help of the translation, the protein forms after the protein forms in a very polypeptide in the form of the very simple polypeptide chains, right? Then we have talked about that protein folding with the help of the enzymes and the chaperones and so many things. Now today we are going to talk about the protein misfolding and disease. Yes, we got it from that simple polypeptide chains with the proper folding processes, the functional protein forms, right? But if in the folding process, not in the translation process, we are not talking about in the in the process in the misfolding or the or the error process in the translation. We are talking about that problems in the folding, right? In the proper functional form. So if there will be the problem, how what are the some of the diseases can cause with the protein misfolding. Okay, so before starting, of course, we must have heard about the terms viruses. Then we have heard about the term viroids. Then we have listen the term of the prions. Remember, these are the basic things we cover in the basic sciences. So what are the viruses? How you will define the viruses? Viruses, the structure of the virus or the body or the composition of virus, simple. Outer proteinaceous covering, outer protein covering plus inside that plus inside genetic material plus inside that genetic material, right? This is the basic structure of the viruses, right? Then we talk about the viroids. Viroids do not have the outer protein covering but only the genetic material, that only genetic material, right? And about the prawns we say just outer protein cover, just outer protein covering, right? There is a no inside genetic material, right? So from here, can we connect the prawns with that misfolded proteins? Yes, of course we can. So what are the viruses, viroids, and the prions? Generally, in the umbrella term, better say, we say that these are the infectious particles, because even the virus, if we talk about outside of the host body, they are behaving as a non-living, right? So the virus, viroids, and the prions. So we will also connect the misfolded protein from here. Because what is prions? Is that protein covering. Why it is causing the problem? Because prions are the part or the function, have the function or the form of the misfolded protein. Okay, so we are talking about that protein misfolding and related disease. Okay, so it can be majorly divided into two things. The first is the incompletely and incorrectly folded proteins. Okay, so what happens incompletely and incorrectly? Suppose that this is a long polypeptide chain, this is a long polypeptide chain, amino acid 1, amino acid 2, amino acid 3, and so on and so on, connected with that peptide bond, right? So what happens after the translation process, when the polypeptide chain emerges, it goes into the proper folding process. So sometimes it become incomplete folded, okay, or the incorrectly folded proteins present two serious problem to the cells. Okay, the first is the loss of function due to the absence of correctly folded proteins. जो कि suppose that what is why we are saying that the correctly folded protein, what it is requirement, because in that correctly folded protein there's a presence of the functional domain, है ना, which performs, like every protein has a different function, right? So that functional activity comes from that proper folding of that particular protein, right? It is one of the very important aspect. So loss of पहला क्या होता है, loss of function due to the absence of correctly folded protein, because of course this is not properly correctly folded, तो उसके function में problem आ रही है. That is one of the diseases, cystic fibrosis. Okay, cystic fibrosis, transmembrane conductance regulator, is a membrane protein. Cystic fibrosis एक आपकी disease है, of course, that is caused by that cystic fibrosis transmembrane. CFTR is a membrane protein. This is CFTR is a protein which is found in the membrane and encoded by the CFTR gene. Okay, the CFTR gene code for an ABC transporter class ion channel protein. What is the transporter ion channel protein? Of course, here if you want to connect that, What is the function of the membrane? To allow something from extracellular to the intracellular and intracellular to the extracellular. And we know that any kind of membrane, if we talk about the plasma membrane or type of the biomembrane, the major two composition is a phospholipid and the protein. So CFTR is one of that membrane protein present in there, है ना? And this protein is formed from that CFTR gene. Got it? This CFTR gene, actually this gene, it codes for that ABC transporter class. ABC transporter is a type of transporter. Like when we talk about the transportation from extracellular to the intracellular and vice versa. So there are majorly three types of process. One is simple diffusion, then second is a facilitated diffusion, and third is a energy related diffusion. Active process, or if we want to just differentiate mainly into two, that is passive transportation and active transportation, right? So in that passive transportation, we talk about that simple diffusion and facilitated diffusion, and that active transportation, there are different types of channels, such as your sodium ion channel, and a CFTR is one of that ABC transporter. These are some of that channels, okay, which allow the transportation through this membrane. So CFTR gene code for the ABC transporter class ion channel protein that conducts, what conducts? Chloride ions cross epithelial cell membrane, है ना? This CFTR membrane protein gene, which is coding for that ABC transporter ion channels, and this ion channels is allow the chlorine ion movement through this membrane. Got it? But the mutation of the CFTR gene, if the mutation of the CFTR gene will happen, of course there will be the impact on that ABC transporter, affect the chloride, and that impact will impact the chloride ion transportation, that impact the chloride ion channel function, leads to the dysregulation of epithelial fluid transport in the lungs, pancreas, and resulting in cystic fibrosis. Got it? And this caused by the deletion of the 3 nucleotides, which result in the loss of phenyl amino acid phenyl residues at 508 position, causes improper protein folding, and improved understanding of protein folding may lead to the new therapies of CFTR. समझ आ गया? In short, CFTR cystic fibrosis, I have not explained a particular disease in the terms of their impact, disease and such, because here the main topic is about the protein misfolding, है ना? You will have the basic context of it. जैसे कि this year generally the sickle cell anemia question has been asked in your section 1 or section 1 question number 1, section A question number 1, and section B question number 5. But this year thalassemia I think has been asked. Okay. First is a loss of function due to the absence of correctly folded proteins, and second is aggregation of the incorrectly folded proteins. Okay. So what happens if the aggregation will occur? Just a minute, guys. Okay. That is a beta thalassemia, Alzheimer disease, amyloid beta, Alzheimer disease also amyloid beta, mad cow disease. Okay, beta thalassemia will describe in this way. What is the Alzheimer disease? Alzheimer disease is a refolding or the misfolding of the beta amyloid protein endogenous to the human brain tissues. Generally, when we cover the prions may we cover one more terms, that they generally prions are causing the diseases in the neuro sector, right? So that is one of the, can relate that misfolded protein just get, of course they do not have the function, so they are not involving. So what they do, now they are just collected or aggregated and cause some of the diseases, create hurdle, right? That is one of the disease of the Alzheimer, right? Refolding or misfolding of beta amyloid protein endogenous to the human brain tissues. Senile plaques and neurofibril bundles contain aggregates of the protein amyloid. Of course, these are the not functional, so they become aggregate collected. A 4.3 kilodalton polypeptide produced by the proteolytic cleavage of a larger protein known as the amyloid precursor proteins. Okay, levels of beta amyloid become elevated. Of course, aggregation के कारण इसका amyloid content हो रहा है, and this protein undergoes a conformational transformation from a soluble alpha helix to the beta sheet and prone to self aggregation. Apolipoprotein E is a potential mediator of this conformational transformation. Okay, this is one of the another disease of the, of course, normal information of the Alzheimer disease, what is impact, what is it, what is that, you will get from anywhere, right? This is that kind of information which you need to mention when you are writing specifically the protein misfolding. Suppose that you have simply mentioned the Alzheimer disease, what it is called, what is symptom, This is a medical thing. You need to just adding on that. But the core context is that because of that misfolding of the beta amyloid protein, which is a precursor, okay, this become aggregate in that neuron in the brain area, है ना? And then it become insoluble. A large protein become break down into such a small protein. The second disease is a mad cow disease. That is, of course, here we can see that prion. Prion disease are the fatal neurodegenerative disease characterized by the spongiform changes, astrocytic gliomas, and the neural loss resulting from the deposition of the insoluble insoluble proteins aggregates in the neural cells. They include some of the Jacob diseases, scrape in sheep, bovine spongiform. This is called the mad cow disease in cattle. Okay, human prion related with the protein, a glycoprotein encoded in the short arm of the chromosome 20, monomeric enriched alpha helix. ठीक है, ये basic information है. Then the beta thalassemia discussed also by, this is a genetic defect that impair the synthesis of one of the polypeptide subunit of hemoglobin. Hemoglobin, of course, we know that. एक मिनट मुश्किल से इसको कर देना, ठीक है फिर. Of hemoglobin, ठीक है. Hemoglobin, as we know, this is also one of the protein made up of 2 alpha and 2 beta chains. Of course, 141 and 146 amino acids multiply between this and that. During the burst of the hemoglobin synthesis, a specific chaperones called alpha hemoglobin stabilization protein, AHSP. ठीक है, HSP we have already talked about that. HSP, heat shock protein, remember, binds to free hemoglobin alpha subunit, awaiting incorporation into the hemoglobin multimer. In the absence of AHSP, क्या होता है? तो ये फोल्डिंग प्रॉपर नहीं होती है. फ्री अल्फा हीमोग्लोबिन सबयूनिट एग्रीगेट एंड रिजल्टिंग प्रेसिपिटेट has cytotoxic effects on that developing erythrocytes. So what is the beta thalassemia? In that proper folding of that, after the translation process, when alpha and beta chain are formed and they become in the folding process with the help of the AHSP, है ना, that is folding, that is help in the folding. If AHSP not present, then alpha subunit की जो free alpha subunit है, they become aggregate because there is a not proper functioning of the chaperones or the unavailability of the chaperones, and they become aggregate and resulting precipitate has cytotoxic effect in the developing erythrocytes. Okay, this is a major disease which is causing through the protein misfolding. The so many information, of course, I know there's a need, but that is the impact and something like that. You need to mention at least the core information when you are writing the protein misfolding diseases. Thank you, everyone.